goals of the tournament was scored. The second goal for Wales was a stunner, was a terrible strike from the outside of the 18-yard box, and we saw towards the corner of that game. Turkey defeated Iceland by 3-1. Cyprus defeated Kosovo. I want to say this now, everybody should listen to me very well. In the next 1, 2, 3 years, you'll be hearing a very solid side in Kosovo. I'm telling you, if you go back and check their results, last season, you could see that those guys are growing.
Yeah.
You don't know them, but Kosovo, look and they know what they are playing, and going away to Cyprus to defeat Cyprus by 4-0 is not a mean feat. You can say Cyprus is football. Romania 3, Lithuania 1. Okay, let's look at the match yesterday. France playing Belgium. Don't forget, France lost for the first time at home to Italy in almost 30-something years, and it was disgraceful. It was disgraceful with all the superstars in the France side, and like you guys were saying, France has good forward, good backward,
but the midfield is just confused.
They have a good defensive midfielder, but France doesn't have a number 10 who can play the passes, fluid passes to the likes of Mbappe and others that can run, ragged the side now. And that was what was still a little bit missing yesterday, but Belgium was not in their game because the defense, Saliba and Co, were able to stifle the Belgian side for not playing, and France could get those 2 goals. And I want your input now on this. Now, France, do you think there's a result for France? Should he next time play with that same team that started yesterday and put Mbappe on the rest of the bench?
Okay, I think if you look at the France coach, I think he's still missing his son, Rabiot. Somehow, before the first game, he was complaining that the Rabiot situation was he couldn't believe that Rabiot didn't have a club till now. But if you look at France, the way they played yesterday, they played without Mbappe. Mbappe will not play all the games.
Yeah.
And if you look at it, they don't play. I think in general they miss Pogba. They miss Pogba. Pogba is somebody that have made it. I have this opinion that if Pogba had played this World Cup and Kante, probably they would have won that World Cup against France. But now he has to make with what he has. He doesn't have any creative midfield. The only person that can create a little bit is Griezmann. And Griezmann is a forward.
He's a forward. He's always on the bench. I don't know why.
It's not only Griezmann, because yesterday you saw another flair, another style of midfield play with the introduction of, I think I wouldn't give him praises, Manu Kono now, but I'm not talking about him yet. I'm saying Guendouzi.
Who is Guendouzi?
But yesterday made the difference.
Let's
even the 10, but he made the difference.
He's a boxing. This is what you see. When you lack, you don't have to have this straight style of play.
It may not be an out-and-out
replacement for Pogba, but I'm just saying this guy has the flair to run around. He has the flair to run into pockets of spaces.
What is the difference between Guendouzi and probably what is this Real Madrid guy that is injured?
Camavinga.
What I'm saying is that they don't have a number 10.
They don't have it.
Number 10 that can create.
But it's a crazy team. It's the whole of France. You can't find a number 10 that can make passes. I need to say it.
That's what I'm saying. I think they are missing it. Why they won that World Cup is because they have a whole. See, Matuidi can attack and defend.
That's a CB, and even Pogba was a CB as well. Nobody was a 10.
Even but they have a Pogba that don't even need to do anything. He needs to just find passes.
And he can score.
And he can
look at
I'm just saying,
because with Pogba in that team, they reached the Euros finals. Pogba in that team, they won the World Cup. Pogba in that team, they used, I think, the semi-final of the UEFA Nations Cup.
Yes.
Do you understand? They missed that number 10. That was France missing. So the French coach does not know how to fit in that team. Doesn't know what to do without a number 10. And it's hurting him. Look at what Mbappe said earlier even before the World Cup, that Pogba is somebody that is a player that whenever he runs, he finds him.
Yeah.
Pogba can find you, whether you are running, you are walking, but they don't have that player in that team. Look at Mbappe, he's not actually performing again. Throughout these Euros, nobody was giving him that part. He needs to drop in and go and attack.
I'm just saying, for the French side now, they're not playing with the Pogba again. So they're looking to play pocket spaces. They're looking to find players that could find pocket spaces. And for me, I think if you look at Camavinga, though his defense is a CB, he's a center midfielder, he defends a lot, but he also has that intelligence of creativity in him. Guendouzi does as well. So the energy level in these two players is what France has missed.
It's a big issue, John. I need to look at this thing for a whole of France. France, while we're talking about this, we need to understand that this is France. This is France. They have an array of stars everywhere, left, right, back, but they can't seem to find a player who can hold on to the ball and make that true pass and give the goals to score.
I want to put an indictment on Didier Deschamps on this issue because we've seen several managers over the years manage clubs and then they have a key player out for over 7 months, 10 months or whatever, and you pick a young player in your side. Like we saw it at Chelsea where Mikel Obi was an attacking midfielder, was brought in and molded into one of the best DMs for Chelsea in their history. Why can't Didier Deschamps pick out a Bradley Barcola, pick out another young player within the French setup? Maybe the under-21s. We saw what Thierry Henry did with the under-21s at at the Olympics. We saw their exploits. Why can't he pick out a player from that setup and bring him into that
Olise, he brought Olise.
and coach the player to play?
Barcola is there. Barcola started the last game. Barcola is a winger like Mbappe. That's the problem. Olise is supposed to be their number 10. There's also a winger. There is nobody in the middle of
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's an indictment on Didier Deschamps because he's not developing players. He's just using players in their role. You can pick one player and develop him into that role.
It's one thing. The Deschamps' job now is not to develop a player into a number 10. His job is to come and coach once in a month. Every 2 weeks in. This is October. Next time is maybe November. So it's just him.
No, my question is the French has a league.
I think
you have a French league.
The problem is
you have a French one division. You have French players playing everywhere. You have Africans that are French nationals playing everywhere.
Correct.
You cannot find number 10.
See,
and you have a scouting team with you.
Come on.
You have people in the backroom staff.
Come on, guys.
Like, when last did we see Didier Deschamps turn up for a club football game because he's scouting a player?
Where?
When last?
We see him.
Because you don't watch French league.
When last? The man is busy. I think he has reached
France
his
should
peak
just be happy.
and
Now, the problem
cruise
with
control.
the issue with results. The issue with results now will make it look like, oh, they beat Belgium 2-0, so they are good to go.
It will cover all these underlying
all the
factors.
issues with Italy. Italy came to your house and you scored first and you lost. And now they say, oh, they beat Belgium, a powerful side with De Bruyne, Doku, and the rest of them, Onana, and they won 2-0, clean sheet. Oh, fantastic. I think for me, in the two games, I can't really pin out anybody that say, oh, play very well. I'll only pick account. Yesterday, I could say Saliba did well. The first game, Saliba was a little bit shaky. He made some bad passes. Yesterday, he made only one wrong pass yesterday. But Kante was consistent. That's why I think they were the two best players in the two games. That's why the coach made sure after he changed the full side, he played, Kante again. Okay, we're going to look at the Italy game. Italy looks like they're resurgent because I'm wondering what the coach is doing with them. Getting 2 away wins in Europe is not a mean feat at all. You can't just go back-to-back wins. You can say it's Israel, but getting 2 wins away. Okay, don't forget, guys, we are back now. And don't forget to join us live on YouTube at Vote FM Sport. Come on there, watch us live and make your comments there. We have already persons making their comments. I'm going to read their comments in a bit, and we also have a post on Facebook, and we're asking you a question, Vote FM Sports, or Vote FM page on Facebook. Do you think the coach of Nigeria should start bench Boniface and start Victor Osimhen? Because after Victor Osimhen came up and scored that beautiful goal, should we put Boniface on the bench and Victor Osimhen should be getting a start in the game today? I'm going to be talking about that shortly after we run through now all the games that took place yesterday. Italy, they look like they know what they're doing now, and I think they should be a force to reckon with this season.
If you look at Italy, for the past 2 tournaments, they didn't qualify for the World Cup.
Exactly.
They didn't qualify for these Euros. They qualified, but they were knocked out at the quarterfinals after. But they are building. They brought in a coach, Spalletti. They brought him after winning that league with Napoli.
Yes.
They brought him that they are allowing him to build. They're giving him time to build. If you look at the way he's coaching, I like him. He's a cool coach. He doesn't shout. He makes sure that his team, when he coached Roma at some point, even though he didn't win it, but you could see the impact that he had on that team. Mm-hmm. But now he's taking up Italy is building. Now the question there is that there are no big stars in Italy apart from their goalkeeper who that plays for PSG.
Yes.
Apart from that, you can see Calafiori was just last year or last year. If you look at most of their players, he is bringing on a team that can play. So their winning France was a surprise for me. But winning Israel, everybody I expected them to win Israel. It wasn't a big thing for me they won Israel. But if you look at this, they are building what I love. If they play good football, they pass well, they coordinate well. So I think that just like it's the opposite of France. France is like looking for individual brilliance.
Yes.
Looking at who will just turn up and score goal, and everybody you want Mbappe to score goal. But these guys, this side, you don't know anybody, you don't even know who to follow. So they are passing, they are playing well, and they score goals, and they win games, and they defend well.
Let's also give kudos to the coach, John. Now look at it. Like he said, he's bringing back some players that have been forgotten that can play.
Yes.
Yesterday they brought in Moise Kean. Moise Kean, the young guy, played for Juventus before.
Yes.
Has not played for Italy for about 2 years.
Went to the Premier League.
Exactly.
Too.
So he brought him back and he scored. He scored yesterday. Don't also forget, it's like a new player coming back on the block. Sandro Tonali.
Yes.
He has not played for a while.
Not played for
he came
8
from
months.
Newcastle. You can see it. You see that pass.
First game, first touch, first
That
assist.
pass he gave for this guy to score the
Willock.
first game against even for against France.
No, against France it was Dimarco.
That pass to
he gave to
DiMarco.
DiMarco.
So you see now the welcoming of Sandro Tonali in that team. Now Moise Kean is coming back.
And he'll be playing for 90 minutes.
Because the guy can play. That's why Newcastle bought him.
Fantastic.
Baller na
player,
baller.
yes.
So you also watch something now. Yesterday, DiMarco he played in a different formation, 3-5-2.
Yes.
That midfield is packed. DiMarco on the right. Bellanova came in yesterday after he not played the first game.
Yes.
Fantastic play. Sandro Tonali, Samuel Ricci. These are new players that have not played for this Italian setup now. So, in as much as we praise players, should we also praise the coaches for bringing in fresh blood now and shaking up things, in that side.
Yeah, there are structures within teams that need to be shaken up, especially when you have some superstars or some players who have underwhelming performances back to back to back to back. You have to come up and just bench those players and bring in new blood. We saw it happen in England with Lee Carsley bringing in a certain Angelo Gomez, a couple of other players. It's just to refresh the team, because at a certain point in time, the team gets limited by the character of people in the side. So you need to refresh it up and bring younger players, give them the opportunity to shine. Because let's not forget, one of the key factors behind this Italian team resurgence is Spalletti giving that time to do his job. Italy have always been in this mantra of moving coaches on. And it's a good one that Spalletti has been given time to develop and build this team now. I just want to see them get another front man up there. We've been talking about Skamaka for some time back now, and happy to see Moise Kean up front.
He's injured for a long time, so because that's why they missed him for Atalanta. But when he comes back, they look like a fresh player, and they might have.
May they not try him,
no, you can say that because at one point after he left West Ham, I know he will be angry. West Ham useless the guy.
No. This guy came to England and became an injury-prone player.
Hold on, then he left you people.
He became an injury-prone player.
And went back to Italy. And started playing
and played for 6 months and went on injury again.
Doesn't matter, but he
didn't
scored
score how many goals now? Strike
away
midfielder, he scored goals pass.
No.
Strike only they reach 15 goal mark. When midfielder they reach 17 goal mark. Strike only reach 15 goal mark.
How many goals does Antonio have?
How many strikers in the world right now in the past 2 seasons score up to 15 goals? Just count. You will not find, because when I have midfielders who are scoring goals like it's a problem. Only you have the likes of Alan and the rest. We're coming to Alan now. So yesterday Norway, won at home. That's the last game we talk about. Go to the games for today. 2-1, and don't forget, the Austrians had a very solid, well-trained side under former
Ragnick.
Father of Gegen Pressing.
Ragnick, that man.
Ralph.
And for them to win that match yesterday, I was impressed. But finally, Erling Haaland scored the first goal in this competition that they're playing right now, and Felix Hornmeyer scored the next goal. Then Odegaard was injured, but I think I love the goal from Marcel Sabitzer. Oh, beautiful! He's very number 9 as a midfielder, but I don't know why he's very number 9 as a midfielder. I don't understand.
No, this in
what do you think about that?
He captains the side. He's this type of player that we know has flair, but you understand. And this player on Sabitzer is one of the player that missed his chances when he came to Man United. I think they kind of didn't tap into his potential in Man United, so he was dropped to the bench, played behind Fred and all of that. But for this man, for Ralf Ragnick, he has this style of play that when he goes forward, he creates enough chance for attackers to score. And if they don't have that chance to score, he buries his chances himself. He's a good player in that regard. But Norway, Haaland score a goal at the vest now because John they happy for one side.
Sure, why would that be happening?
This Norway side are this good, but they always find it difficult showing up in tournaments.
They might not put this time because now the coach is playing 2 men up front. I don't understand that. He's playing up front alongside with Erling Haaland, and he's playing 4-4-2. He doesn't care. And I just call goal and let's qualify for tournaments.
This guy Mer played. I think he played for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer at Mode some time ago, and you could see that he has that flair as a midfielder. He had space to burn. He could cover grounds. This man can cover ground, and he scored that first goal. And I felt like, okay, fine, this is the game on. And I sat down. I said, let's see this game how it goes. Then Odegaard picked up that injury. This guy that just signed for Fulham now, Sander Borg. We talked about him yesterday. John was all praises for the guy, and I'm like, why is John praising this guy?
He's a good player. And Manchester United lost out on signing him when they were pursuing.
Calm down.
So
I was like, at some point, I know he can play, but I felt like he not really reached that 8/10 role. So now like 6/10. You understand? But yes, they gave us a 7.5.
You underestimate your
I underestimate the guy. I know go lie. I underestimate him plenty.
Okay, guys, we're going to be going on a very short break now. We'll come back and we're going to be discussing games that are happening today. Nigeria will be playing at a very, very crucial time. Many of you might be in the office. I hope you can watch it. If your boss will allow you, we'll be right back. Where did this people go? Just leave us come out. Now leave us come out.
Small businesses in Enugu, a chance to be heard and to be known. Let us help you advertise your business for as low as 2,500 naira per spot. And if you pay 50,000 naira for 20 spots, we will give you 10 spots for free. For more inquiries, visit Volt 104.3 FM at 64 Ozobolo Street by ESBS Junction, Enugu, or call our marketers on 0815-628-5384 or 0816-215-5195.
Volt 104.3 FM.
Africa. All right, guys, welcome back again. Like I said, now join us on the conversation now on YouTube at Volt FM Sports. Let us know what you think about what we are discussing in these games that were happening today, even the one that happened yesterday. Let us know. So I can read your comments. Also, go to our Facebook page on Volt FM on Facebook and tell us what you think about what we asked as a question. Do you think Victor Osimhen should start ahead of Victor Boniface in the game today? All right. Today I'm going to run in first of all through the fixtures, then we'll talk about these things as they pan out. All right, now for the African Nations Cup qualifier, Gabon today will be hosting Central African Republic by 5 p.m. Nigerian time. Botswana will be hosting Egypt by 2 p.m. Cape Verde will be hosting Mauritania. Rwanda will be hosting Nigeria by 2 p.m. Nigeria time. I told you, if you might be in the office and your boss will catch you if you go and watch that match. Benin Republic will be hosting Libya. Liberia will be hosting Algeria. Chad will be hosting Ivory Coast. And Zambia will be hosting Sierra Leone. Guinea will be taking on Tanzania. Eswatini will be taking on Mali. Mozambique will be hosting Guinea-Bissau. Namibia versus Kenya. Zimbabwe versus Cameroon. South Sudan versus South Africa. It's a battle of the South. Yeah. South Sudan and South Africa. Burkina Faso will be hosting Malawi. You know, in those games. I will come back to those games, but let's look at the Nigerian side now. Godwin, we'll start from you now. Nigeria. After that win now we had in that game, we're going away, today to play 4 p.m. Rwanda time or 2 p.m. Nigeria time. Do you think now our team is going to ride on that last win we had, that beautiful win we had now with Dominic taking being the star of the show and Osimhen scoring his goal and go away to Rwanda? Is not a footballing side. Just like you're saying Rangers now, they play New Haven United. So, why people laughing? Rwanda they play ball.
Yeah, they play, they try.
I was in Rwanda sometimes about 9 months ago. I was there for about 12 days. I did not see anybody playing ball in any field. They are all very yes, I'm not joking. When I went to South Africa, you could see in the night people are playing football, they are playing hockey, they are playing what is the other South African games, rugby. Everywhere they are fields. But Rwanda is just coffee shop, very beautiful country, no time. So I'm seeing them in Nigeria. Like you said, I don't know who you called. Somebody said there is no small team in Africa, so you think Rwanda will not shake up Nigeria?
I think that game is we did a podcast. Probably you can check it out on our YouTube channel. Yeah. We did if the last game was a player's brilliance or a tactical masterclass from a Guavon.
I'm going to get to Guavon shortly. Yes.
But if you look at the game that Nigeria is going to play, I think Osimhen is going to start because he's our star boy and he started there. He came into that game and scored that goal. So naturally the coach might want to start him. But let's see what Guavon will do. But if you, as I keep saying, there are no small nations in Africa again. They could shock us. So if we don't play well, they could shock us. But we have enough stars, we have enough players to win that game. I see no any reason why we should be drawing that game. But that's what we say against Benin Republic, and we lost that game. Yeah. So we might be saying that, okay, if you look at Benin, is Benin a big nation, footballing nation? No. But we lost. But we lost that game. So if you look at this Rwanda game, I'm thinking personally that we need to play well, play on the coach's instruction.
Okay.
Play on coach's instruction, get our players to play well. If we play well, I don't see why we're not going to.
God, I'm going to stay with you. I'm staying with you. I'm going to spend a little bit more time on Nigeria. what do you think today? Now, I'll get to your answer question because I think for me is both a tactical masterclass from Eguavon and also understanding how to manage
Your star players, yes.
That guy knows what to do because you see the problem. Most of that's why they are even saying now. I think there's a new bill that they're trying to pass all over the world, but it's going to come from England, where they are saying now they need to introduce ex-players into the referees association. That it is easier for an ex-player to referee a game than referees because there are some things that happened that referees don't understand because they never played the game. They think it's just a normal thing. Like I was watching an highlight South Africa's last game. A player blew another player on the neck. Referee gave him a yellow card. I said that's why African referee can never go to a World Cup.
Yellow
That is
card.
Declan Rice kick ball.
Straight up red card.
This guy put that guy on the hand and they gave him a yellow card.
I think well, it
And everybody
was
was
a Man United fan where the guy was trying to push somebody and his hand mistakenly hits the other player's
It's a
throat.
red card.
And it was a straight red card.
I was
Like,
shocked
there's
for Africa that
no
day.
debate.
You know, so let me stay with you now. You need to understand this now. When you look at that you say Osimhen will start.
Yes, I'm thinking.
Do you not think we should experiment a 4-4-2 formation? Osimhen Boniface, you think they will not score goals?
It's
depends.
risky.
You know, it's risky.
It's
If you
risky.
look, if
I
you look
disagree.
At, if you look, wait,
It's very risky.
If you look at the formation Nigeria plays, if you play with a 4-4-2,
Yes.
probably the midfield might not be able
To go forward because
Yes,
you have
I think that if
midfielders
you
to
look at
come
the last
forward.
game, based on the last game, you have to do some things that you see that is working. You don't just change your team after winning a last game.
Okay.
If you are losing a game, I think if you are, for example, if Nigeria played a 4-2-1-3 with a striker, you gave Lookman the freedom to roam around that attacking position. If it's not working, you can withdraw probably a winger and put in another striker, and you can play a 4-4-2.
Okay.
It makes sense. But what they did last time worked. So
So they
do
took
that
out a
because it's
striker
about
for a striker.
building. If you play a particular formation for a very long time, the player masters their position. But if you keep changing, you play this one, this 2, 3 attackers.
Like
play-
a certain Ten Hag somewhere.
do you understand? If you keep
Bros,
changing your
if Ten
formation,
Hag now-
I think it's going to confuse the players because it's not like a club football.
Okay.
Club football, like you can train today a 4-4-2, tomorrow you can
train.
train
And
another
change.
formation,
Yeah.
another
For
week
the
you can
next
train.
game
You
you
keep
Yes.
experimenting because you train almost every day. You can experiment a whole lot of formations and see where your team is going to fit in very
Yes.
well. But national team, you don't have that luxury. You need to get your formations right. If
Okay.
you're looking at France, have been playing the same formation since I have known them. So and it's working for them, so they keep playing the same formation.
Okay.
Look
Okay.
at England, for example.
Okay.
They play a 3-man defense. They play a 4-man
4-man,
defense.
yeah.
It confuses them.
Mm.
Do you understand? So, but if you stick in one thing, you know that you know how to do. Just
Yeah.
do, continue doing it. If it's working, why are you changing?
Okay, I'm going to come back now. Let me go back to our YouTube channel. Don't forget, I said you can watch us on YouTube as Vote FM Sports on YouTube. We have a lot of persons there. Charles Gilenzo is saying good morning, guys. Ebube Chio Noah saying good morning, Vote Sports. Good morning too. Elon is saying good morning, Vote Sports. Good morning, guys. So, now, okay, we're talking about we'll talk about France. He said Kamavinga cannot play as a creative player, so there is no sense for it. No, so don't forget about it. I also said there, John, can you really develop players in national team? He says not sure. Like you said it correctly because. It's just 6 days and they're out.
And they're out.
So you
They'll
can't really
be
say
back
want
to
to
their-
develop any player, over there. All right, Emeka Idiri is saying Eguavon should stick to the same starting 11 he played against Benin Republic. No. Osimhen should be on the bench. Come on, guys, let's look at it very well. He said what the coach played was a 3-4-3 formation and it worked. Why change a winning formation and team? Also, I think Victor Osimhen is not 100% fit. I'm still going back to you. Now, he said Victor Osimhen is not fit, so he doesn't think the coach should change it. Boniface should start before Osimhen. That's your own opinion. Don't forget, guys.
Okay,
Yes.
this Tonali that they just brought, he has not played football for over 1 year.
And he's back.
They brought him to
And
Newcastle
he's
and he started
playing.
playing football.
first team.
They brought him to
Spain,
national
2
team.
games,
Training.
90
national
minutes.
team.
He's been training.
Okay, Osimhen has
So
not
do
been
you mean
training.
that Osimhen has not been
Osimhen
training?
just came back from injury now.
Wait, how many
And
weeks ago?
after-
How many weeks ago?
They go for crying out loud.
See, injury
Osimhen
and
has been fit for the
suspension.
end of the season now.
Yes.
Injuries and suspension are two different things. You need to manage these players' expectations.
No,
You
so
need to
just tell
manage
us straight
their
that they
time.
don't want to start. Simple.
If
So-
you have not played, a player that have not played for 1 whole year, you
Yeah.
know what it means?
He's playing.
Training.
Then
Mental,
Osimhen.
your mental state is
That's
it
training
can be
alone with
questioned,
your
even
coaches
said.
in the house.
You are always at the house when others are playing football, and they brought him back. He played the first game for Newcastle in the Carabao Cup. They brought him to national team. He's playing 2 games without
Osimhen
even
even
being-
needs to
What are you
start
saying?
to
be
even help
fitness.
him for Galatasaray.
Yes.
Now that he has scored, he even scored 1 goal, so it's even good for him. Galatasaray will say,
And
okay,
number 2.
at least he can still score.
I'm not trying to criticize Boniface, do you understand? But you cannot compare their style of play.
Yeah.
Osimhen hustles for the game. We need somebody that hustles. We need like
Boniface like Haaland.
he's our Didier Drogba.
Mm.
He can trouble defense
He
from
can
90
disturb
minutes.
everybody.
Yes.
But you know, Boniface is still like Marco. I don't understand how all those
See,
their
Boniface
style
has
of
that
play
same
is-
flair, but the thing is, he likes to be trickish.
That's what I'm saying. We don't
likes to
need.
be trickish
Well,
and
it
sneaky.
depends on what the coaches want. But if you look at Osimhen, when he was introducing that game, you could see the difference.
Yeah.
You could see the
No, now you.
ginger.
What are you talking about?
So I think
Guys,
we
let me
should
also
start.
go back to Facebook. Don't forget to go back to our Facebook page and vote 104.3 FM on Facebook and also drop your comments. They will ask you a question. Now, Peter Abodenri says Osimhen has always proven to be on his best performance. Either he plays first or he comes from the bench. I prefer he replicates the same magic today. That's my thought. Bright Egege says, let him start from the bench and score again, so they will give him respect. Okay, we are saying almost the same thing. Everybody's saying that we should make sure Osimhen starts from the bench. Okay, and Anacletus Obi is saying Osimhen should start today with Moses Simon up front. Okay, then Okitibi says Osimhen will naturally start today, but will be subbed off later. Okay, well, I think so, guys. The phone lines are now open. 0706 048 5853. I'm going to call it again. 0706 048 5853. Calls are already coming in already. Call us and tell us what you think, about the games today, so we can listen to you. Hello, good morning and welcome to the show. Hello. Okay, we can get that. All right. So we are going back to that. John, what are your thoughts on that game today now, the Nigerian game? I've gotten his thought. I'm going to put you guys on the spot and give your predictions. But what do you think should happen? Why are we not talking about Rwanda at all? Do they have it? They don't have a chance.
You said it. You went there. You didn't see players playing on the streets.
So what? What are you trying to explain?
Yet, I'm still looking at them this way because most of your players play in the South African League. They
Yes.
invite these players from South African League and they play there and they play in the Middle East, some of the leagues. I think two of the players in this national team side now plays in Israel and one of them plays for the Kenya National League. You look at all these players, they play in domestic leagues in Africa. And you ask yourself, how good are these players? They are always putting up performance for their team. So I'm just saying, it's not about coaches brilliance, individual brilliance. These players are good on their own. They can show up.
Well, you know, because I talking now. So, hello. Yeah, good morning and welcome to the show. Oh yeah, welcome to the show. What do you have to say about the games today, especially Nigeria, Rwanda? Hmm. Okay. Who and who? Who and who do you think? Osimhen and Boniface. Okay. Yeah.
You can stick with Boniface.
Okay.
Boniface is physically fit, but only that now, or they position you on when
Okay.
ball is coming.
Okay.
All for money and when. What I go, you see, Mama, the ball is coming this place. Like that goal, Onion. Although you need the of man, also that guy Yoruba, also that Yoruba, only have ball out of minutes is possible.
Mm.
Yes. What I go, so Boniface, Ricky Bido, second half, they put Osimhen.
Okay.
But at least there were wings, Miranda Ife.
Okay.
They used our two wings. Before net here you go. Rwanda is not a threat to Nigeria.
Okay.
This team now had prepared.
Yeah.
Have to bring all their hearts to play this game.
Yeah.
Because I don't know the tactics Kwavonji. Whether the tactics Super Eagle, Obozomaka, all of these are professionals.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay, you see, we're having an idea here. People are saying that we think they might start the I think for me, if you play Victor Boniface and Osimhen up front, you play Moses Simon and Lukman from the wings, and you play Ndidi and Onyeka.
Only two midfielders.
Yes.
Only two midfielders.
Yes.
Hear me.
I've watched Onyeka go forward. Onyeka can go forward
Yes.
for Brentford. That's what I'm
He
saying.
can go forward.
Lukman, Simon, Onyeka, Ndidi. Ndidi will hold. Onyeka can go forward and
box to
go
box.
box to box.
Then
right?
look at it now.
Osimhen,
When you lose
Boniface
the
up
ball,
front.
you have only two midfielders trying to
No,
manage
don't
the
forget you have
midfield.
an Osimhen who can also fall back. You have I'm just giving an idea. But for me, I think Osimhen should start. I don't know, but the coach, I think after scoring that goal, like he said, he deserves
to start.
But let's see, how that will go. I'm going to be asking for your prediction shortly before we get there. Hello, good morning, welcome to the show.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Your name and your location, please.
My name is Jamil Tendem from Liberty Estate.
Oh, welcome. Okay, what do you have to say about the game today?
My prediction for Super Eagles game is 2-1. Super Eagles go win 2-1.
2-1.
2-1 by God grace.
Okay. Thank you very much. Okay, this is even giving Rwanda a chance to score.
Let's
You
score.
see, you people
That
don't
goal-
believe in Rwanda.
That goal alone is a problem for Nigeria. Them conceding a goal will tell on their defensive mentality, and we don't want
Yes.
that
How
on
do
our
you
books.
guys do this?
See, we don't want that on our books.
Rwanda, is it that they don't wear boots to the field or they don't train?
I think I have to mention his name now. Bishop from Transekulu will always say he believes that there is no small team in Africa.
Okay.
We all agree to that fact.
All right.
But at some point, you need to understand that some teams don't really do well when it comes to international tournament. They just want to do well in domestic tournaments.
Okay. Noso, what's your prediction for today's game?
Nigeria to win a 2-0.
2-0. John?
2-1.
This one that was scored.
Rwanda won't go today. Oh.
This one that was scored. They
because
fear me.
see, I like what you're saying, but I need you to also understand that these guys may not be big guys in this in the
Conversation.
scheme of things. They are not big guys, but you can give them opportunity to hurt you if you switch up in the game. If your players lose focus, lose concentration, they can get one chance, and it's all they need. So Nigeria cannot afford to once this one over because they feel like they are a superior team. Everybody mentality, work rate needs to be on point for us to come out with a conducive win.
We're talking
keep
about
a
formation,
clean
and
sheet.
Godwin was saying something about 4-4-2. Me, I believe if they play a 3-5-2, it might work.
Don't worry.
No,
God,
I disagree with that.
You see, you have come again. You have come again.
That's too defensive for me.
Which defensive? It will be this person, the three defensive.
Okay, I forgot it will be our 10.
You see, it will be Frank and this person stays in
Okay, I agree.
The two
Simon and
Olaino.
Oh yes, okay.
Then it works that way. But the fourth, what's it called?
I like we need a 10 actually because if you play Onyeka and Didi,
You suffer from
passing
creativity.
the ball. I think so. Godwin.
That's
Yes.
why I'm saying that the formation should be the formation we played last match.
Okay.
Where Iwobi was our number 10.
Yes.
It makes sense.
Yes.
Do you
Yeah, we need a 10.
understand?
We need a 10.
It makes sense that way. If you play a 4-4-2, you have to remove Iwobi from that.
Yes.
That's the point.
Okay, Godwin, your prediction. Yeah, this is how you
I
are
think
talking.
2-0 for Nigeria is fine.
2-0 for Nigeria.
Yes.
2-0 for
is fine.
Nigeria. I like the way everybody just giving this team to Nigeria.
Yeah, Nigeria have to win. If they don't win, they go sack a goal from sharp.
Are you serious?
Seriously.
Normally, say
You know that he is playing for.
Good morning, welcome to the show. Your name and location, please.
Good morning to you guys in the studio.
Good morning.
Morning.
Bishop.
Oh, Bishop, finally, you're welcome to the show. Let's have your thoughts, please.
Yeah, if you listen to Guavo, I listened to his pre-match conference. He also agreed with me. You know that the way the African players play, it's like we understand ourselves like neighbors. When neighbors fight or when siblings fight, you know how it always be. I'm seeing a draw.
Okay.
I'm seeing a draw. But not like Nigerians don't have the upper hand. Like if you look at the players, they're not met individually. Like when the Nations Cup was going on, I was discussing with my friend. I told him that all of them from goalkeeper to the striker, all of them were good. Fat, they're good players, playing for their clubs, playing week in, week out. That's how good they are. See these players, look at them individually, you respect them. But the thing is that when you bring them together, sometimes it be a sort of coaching. Understand? Sometimes it be their fault in the sense that the way they've been treated. Maybe some of them are that they don't pay them when they get injury, don't care about them. Understand? That's why we always have problem. Nigeria football, African football, the management. They don't manage it very well. But individually, collectively, I'm giving it to Nigeria, but the reality I'm seeing, if I see a draw, I will not be sure. I will not be surprised if I see a draw in that match. I
Okay.
will not. Understand? So I will not, but I think the Super Eagles should do more.
Yeah.
Let them bring the A game. Like, Osimhen should not be there and they didn't win that match. And then we should do more. Understand? There are some people, individuals who say, okay, these guys are no good, but we have to do something to win them. Do you get me? So that's what I'm expecting from them. But if it ended in a draw, I'll be like, oh, I'm also expecting
The
a
draw.
draw.
Yeah.
Then they've been on the bench. I followed the game and I'm following Osimhen. Osimhen is a guy I love and love watching. Osimhen being on the bench is not the decision of the coach for the last match. Osimhen requested to play for like 15 minutes. Then he's not going to start. From a reliable source, I got it. That I didn't want to start the game. it's not about the decision of the coach. If Osimhen thinks and feel that he's fit to play, he should start. If you want to start, you can't have a number one player in Africa who is better than him in this nation. You should start him if you want to. So let's say I'm having this, I don't feel like starting. That's when you respect his decision and bring him. But whenever he comes in, he's going to deliver. Let me ask, I think Awoni is doing that thing.
Yeah, Awoni was there.
yes.
Awoni was in the bench. He didn't play.
Awoni should start ahead of Boniface.
Bishop, that might not work because Awoni, don't forget, has not been starting frequently for Nottingham Forest. That's the problem. He has been playing the cup game, so I don't know whether the coach wants to start Awoni ahead of Boniface.
I'm telling you, if you want two of them, you see the strength, the African football in him.
I agree.
The strength, the energy, the shoot. This is what we know about. Don't you know this guy is about the dropper? Don't you see Osimhen? As Awoni is the same thing. He fits the African football. No disrespect to Boniface, what he has done in Germany. Yes, he's adapted to that. But I'm even surprised because this guy played in Nigeria very well. Boniface, so he should be used to African football. But no, so Awoni should also be the coach. Awoni should always start. And don't forget, Awoni and Osimhen have played together.
Okay. Yeah.
So they understand themselves more.
Okay.
They will give more effort.
Bishop,
That's my suggestion.
thank you, Bishop. We have to let you go now. All right, guys. Now he has many things. I think I agree with Osimhen when he says that because Osimhen he has traveled a lot from Italy to Turkey back to Nigeria to sign contracts and basically was going to play. But if he was saying he was not okay enough to start, but at least he came in and made his impact, in that team. Okay, so you guys are giving the win to Nigeria, but somebody is saying Nigeria may draw, and you guys are giving one goal at least to Rwanda. I don't see any goal coming. I think any goal that comes will be a mistake. So I'm not giving my own predictions. I'll tell you what I think about that one tomorrow. All right, on YouTube, now we're getting more predictions, and Okitiku is saying that Rwanda can score, but we have enough to get the 3 points in that game. Emeka Diri is saying Iwobi or Dele Bashiru should start. We need creativity in the midfield. Timiyo Ebizimo is saying good morning, Vote Sport. Emeka Diri is saying 3-4-3 formation. Starting 11, he gave us his full starting 11. Nwabali, Ekong, Sami Ajayi, Kevin Bassi, Olaina, Bruno Onyemaechi, Ndidi, Iwobi, Lukman, Chukwueze or Simon, Boniface or Osimhen.
4-2-3-1.
Ima is angry. He says Osimhen cannot decide when he will play. Let's not make it look like he's bigger than the coach. You see that everybody will have their own ideas on what they think.
Come on now, someone just traveled from and arrived camp late after Kelechi Iheanacho.
Don't worry about that, but that's how players are. They can decide on some things. Don't forget. All right, guys, I'm going to run through games today that will be taking place in the UEFA Nations League. Albania will be hosting Georgia. Czech Republic will be hosting Ukraine in Group 2. Andorra will be hosting Malta. England at the Wembley Stadium today will be hosting Finland. Don't forget today. Harry Kane will be making 100 appearances. He will be receiving a trophy for 100 appearances and the top goal scorer plaque for England. And he said that Cristiano Ronaldo is pushing him to be better and better and better. And he wants to go as fast as he can go. He wants to go as fast as he can go for England. Republic of Ireland, these guys are bad guys. Republic of Ireland will play against Greece. Group 3, Hungary will be hosting Bosnia and Herzegovina. Holland, match of the week for me, the day for me is Holland taking on Germany. Latvia, Faroe Island, North Macedonia playing Armenia. That is what we're going to be looking at shortly now. Let's look at this team basically now, and we see Godwin, we see England playing at home now against Finland. You just mentioned okay, he's 31 years old. Does that mean he cannot play football again, or what? What do you have to say about that game?
Oh, well, the English team, I like what the new coach is doing. Yes, he's bringing other players that was not actually in that team. Because if you look at the former coach, he had this set of players. No matter what happens, Maguire has to play for him. Even though Maguire was injured for the Euro, so he didn't bring him. If not, he would have brought him and played him.
Well, what's shocking, Maguire started the last game too.
Yes, that's what
he might start today again.
He might start today. But generally, English team, everybody know when it comes to qualification, nations, all these group stages, they do well. When they have issues that when you now move into the advanced stages, maybe if you talk about other tournaments, maybe the World Cup or the Euros, the quarterfinal, they probably don't survive the second round. Once they enter the quarterfinal, they will lose. If they manage to reach semi-final, they will lose. Even though the last 2 Euros, they reached the finals for the 2 tournaments. But this guy, as the same with Iguavon, he is playing for that position. The position is not his own yet. So he's trying to do everything possible for him to win the finals, win the FA. So they can give him an appointment. That's why Sergei came in. Sergei started as an interim coach. They brought him from an to come and try. Then we like you, and he stayed there for almost 8 to 10 years. So they are taking the same process with this guy. He is building. I like the way they played. He played like he started Trent for the first time
Yes.
as number 2, and he made the whole lot of change.
Yeah.
You know, when you see Trent, he brings this attacking power to the
Right, like
whole
it or
team.
not, yes.
Right, like it or not.
He can play any pass from anywhere.
He moves to the wings. He moves everywhere. He can change the game. I think if he had started in Euros, and especially when England needed to win the game, I think probably he would have created something. He's a smart
We
player.
hope that the coaches are learning.
Yes, he
Yes.
is a smart player. But if you see generally, I think that England is going to win this game.
I was going there.
They are going to win it
Comfortably at home
Yes,
against
they are
Finland.
playing at home. Yes, they are
So you are giving. So Godwin is giving
I'm
England.
giving up
You
over
know,
3-0 or 3-0.
Wow.
I think
3-0 is big.
England is winning this game.
okay, John.
2-0 England.
2-0 for England.
Yes.
Okay, now so let's stay on the Holland game. Yesterday, your man Weghorst got angry and left training. Yes, he left training because of a very bad tackle yesterday. You know, the way these Timber brothers play, training and football is the same thing. Julian Timber, our Arsenal player, gave him a very bad tackle and matched the guy. He fell down. I was talking to the coach. The coach said to calm down. After a while, he left. And the coach was talking about yesterday that there is an emotional part for him, this, that, but nothing that happened. They shouldn't have left, and those are the things. So, Holland are looking like they are going hard on this one. Don't forget that the coach says this player that left for Saudi Arabia,
Double standard.
we never play for him anymore.
Bergwijn.
Bergwijn.
Then
And
yes,
don't forget now,
Memphis
Memphis
Depay
Depay
left
just
for
signed
Brazil.
yesterday now, play for Brazil.
And
So,
he had a different statement for it.
exactly. So is he going to play for Holland? We don't know.
He said
But-
yes.
Yes, but that's
He
not
said
fair.
yes.
He said
No,
yes.
he said, let's quote him now. I want to quote, what's it called, Rai Coleman. He said, the level of football
In
in
Brazil.
the south of America
It's better.
is intense
I
and
agree.
better and
I
entertaining
agree. Oh.
than the one in the Middle
He's right.
East.
I agree.
Which, for me, everybody might agree because for
No,
me,
no,
the
you
Middle
can't
East
compare that. No, sir.
But it's
Don't go
just
there.
dribbles and flair.
No.
It's
No.
just dribbles and flair.
No.
If you go to the Saudi league, it's physicality
Why is so?
and
I disagree
and
with
dry
that.
weather.
So till tomorrow.
Why do you
no,
think they'll play World Cup in the night
never.
and not in the afternoon under hot sun? And
Have
they
you
play
seen
football under hot
Corinthians
sun.
play against Sao Paulo?
It's
It's
intense.
war.
It's war.
I
It's-
understand what you're saying.
People can die. No, you miss a penalty, they can go and burn your father's house.
Same
and
with
number
Boca
two,
Juniors and River
I think
Plate too.
part of
Come on.
what Koeman was talking about was age. Just that Memphis is in his 30s.
31,
So
32 years.
He could actually
Do
look at
that.
this and overlook it. But the other guy is 26 years
Yes,
old.
and going
You
to Saudi
don't
Arabia.
expect a young player to be going to
My
Saudi.
brother.
That's what he's saying.
Let me
Bros, they've not played in the national team for a long time. He's
Carlos
coming from
Tevez
the
made a
bench.
statement that when he left and went to Arabia, also people were laughing at it. He said they don't understand that he is responsible for feeding 15 families.
15 people.
Wow.
And he
his
said,
family.
in his time in Saudi Arabia, he was able to buy 15 houses and give one house
just
to
1
all
year.
his brothers and
No,
everybody.
is that in his first
Yes,
year
and
in Saudi?
15 houses and settle the whole family. He said in his time he wants to change the narrative for the name Tevez. That everybody can go to school. So they didn't understand some things. Football is about career. It's just about money.
All these people are talking if I was Sime.
Same thing too
I talked about people were saying I was wicked and I know that what I talked about for Osimhen. So this game, Germany played a very, very good game in their last match and they're going to be playing against a solid Holland side. They're playing in Holland. Now, Godwin, do you think Germany has what it takes now to beat Holland at home?
Yes, Germany has they're a complete team. I like the way they play football. They play, especially Musiala. Musiala is the star man for me. The way the boy moves, that boy needs to go to Arsenal. I don't know. I don't know how
They will not pay now. That's
They need
the
to-
I think Nagelsmann said
says
something. He said
They won't pay.
you need to see a team with Florin and Jamal in the same team. You need to see a team with these two players. It's
It
going
can
to
happen in City.
be,
It
it's
can
going to
happen-
be
it can
very,
happen
very
in-
expensive.
in-
Leave City.
in
It can
Real
happen in
Madrid.
Manchester or Real Madrid, not City. That
Only City.
Well,
So City should carry well and play Messi, buy all the players we want.
No, that's what I'm saying now.
Let's rest.
is that would be the most expensive thing to see in the world of football because these two players have flair, they have potential, they can take on any defensive line
Also,
and get results.
Holland, Germany.
I'm hedging my bet on this one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hedging my bet on this one. I'm not
Really?
picking
you
any
can't
side.
sit on the fence.
Really?
man.
I'm not picking any side, man.
Godwin. You said Germany is a good time.
I'm going with Germany.
I might go with Germany a little because I think the Holland side are still a little bit
Yes.
shaking. John,
Germany.
Germany. All right, guys, we're going to shorten down the show shortly. I'll just give you a rundown of also games in South America, like we're talking about South America. Colombia will be hosting Argentina at this night, Nigerian time, 9:30 p.m. Chile will be playing with Bolivia. Ecuador will be hosting Peru. Venezuela versus Uruguay will be playing also by 11 o'clock Nigerian time. These are all games fixtures. After today, everybody heading back now to their club sides for battle this weekend, and very, very, very beautiful team are going to take. We're going to talk about those games as we go. We'll see you tomorrow morning. Don't forget also go back to our YouTube pages to watch up there, and you're going to be very, 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 very entangled with the richness of the